I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time, but hiking makes me feel like I do. I try to keep things simple. I work a job looking after people's gardens. My days tend to be the same. For those 5 days, I have purpose.
Hey!
But when things slow down and I'm in control of my time, I struggle to find direction beyond the routine. Out in the bush, though, things feel different, a new kind of routine. I walk to reach the view, I rest, I eat by the fire, I sleep under the sky, and then I go home with a heart full. I'm not doing this out of necessity like the explorers of old, but for play instead. For the challenge, for remembering something simple and human. And somehow, that feels like purpose enough.
You see rhythms of failure and success and appreciation and rejection and all that. You want things to go well, but you know you survive things. It makes you a little easier and it's interesting. Something will happen. Something will be learned.
Pretty cool. That tree's just snapped in half. Landed in the little wedge of this guy. Yeah, they're just hanging out together.
Ah, the sound of nature. Trees rubbing against trees. Such a simple but often overlooked satisfaction of mine. I try to enjoy these small moments of my walks, but it really takes ducking out to the bush for a day or two to be completely immersed back into the world around me again. I forget about these things sometimes, in the constants of normal life. Rousseau describes this feeling well in Reveries of a Solitary Walker. Fleeing from mankind, I sought refuge in myself. I found at last that nature had not deserted me. I began to take an interest in all that surrounded me. A quite natural instinct led me to prefer that which was most pleasing to me. Trees, bushes, and plants, the clothing and adornment of the earth. The more sensitive the soul of the observer, the greater the ecstasy aroused in him by this harmony. He loses himself in the immensity of this beautiful order. Oof. Yeah.
All by myself, baby. By myself. Except I'm happy about it. Let's set up camp and have a good time. I might even bloody get a fire going, mate. Go find some fallen timber. So I've gained 450 meters of elevation, and then let's have a look. Currently, we are 1,000 meters above sea level. Oh, you are beautiful. Thank you. I like the idea of coming out and being alone a little bit more. Just a little time for yourself to think and talk and feel things. And that's exciting. Like, when I opened up the maps last night just to check to see how far away I was, 2 hours, beautiful, perfect. Can't wait to go for a bit of a drive. I'm just going to start putting through some big guys. Just tending to the fire, you know. Who's a good boy? Okay, I almost just died, guys. I wouldn't mind like being able to lean back a little. I could try and hang on. Let's just work this out. This could be massive. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm a genius. Oh, it's a beautiful morning today. Wow.
In 1828, a fellow by the name of Allan Cunningham became the first to chart these mountains. He came as a botanist, collecting plants and sketching the land. Camped up by the Logan River on the opposite side of Mount Barney to where I am now, he drew its range: East Peak, North Peak, Leaning Peak, and Isolated Peak. It's cool to know that the first written descriptions of this country trace a line so close to where I sit now.
Yeah. You like gangster or what? Should be on the front of a hiking magazine. Strike a pose. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna keep the warm stuff on for until I get really hot and sweaty, which will probably take 5 minutes. It'll be a pain in the ass taking these shoes off and doing the things all over again. But anywho, we're gonna start heading down the mountain and see what the rest of the mountain has to offer. Summertime Tyler Tire is back. Remember in Indiana Jones when Indy's chilling in that room underground with the stick, and then the light comes through and shines through the top of his pendant stick, and it shows him the answer to the puzzle. So this is the upper portals. It's going up a little bit further.
Cunningham on his expeditions recorded moving southwest into this range, south 43 degrees west, about 4 kilometres from his camp. That bearing would have carried him through the same creeks and ridges we walk today, the headwaters of Barney Creek, carving their way towards the gorge. He wrote of brooks running briskly over beds of stone rounded by water attrition. 2 centuries later, those same creeks have carved the gorges we call the upper portals, proof that the mountain is still quietly in motion.
So powerful!
Even geologists like Neville Stevens and Warwick Wilmot were struck by how this stream could cut so deeply into stone so unyielding. Its incessant movement shows that it is an ancient stream, one that will continue to transform long after I'm gone. I think that's the answer to it all, really. The whole purpose thing. Maybe like a stream, you must allow the elements to course through and shape you, to take on many different forms throughout your life. To not stay the same, but to keep evolving and be challenged, because that's how nature was designed. To resist is to deny yourself of your potential. Philosopher Rousseau found meaning in the quiet of the natural world. while explorer Alan Cunningham sought knowledge that would guide those who came after him. Like them, I'm starting to discover my own sense of purpose out in the bush. If life ever starts to feel a little chaotic, try going somewhere quiet and let nature speak to you in its own way. In that stillness, its lessons reveal themselves to those willing to listen.